everybody, I hope you're well. Oh god, okay, well, I wanted to do something, a video while it was still sunny, so hopefully you can still see me. I'm just trying to find the right angle. Wow, I look very bright there. So you can see it's a beautiful day in Vancouver. If you live in Vancouver, this is amazing. This is the view. You know, I feel so blessed to be able to live right on the beach. It's amazing. Okay, so that's a little bit better. So I know it's been a challenging time and I hope you're all hanging in. The thing I take so much faith from is that we're all in this together. Unfortunately, we won't really go through it equally. I think, of course, you know, if you've got the means and you've got a home and savings, then it's easy and to take care of yourself in this situation, aside from any health challenges. It's hard, like when you read about people who, you know, can't afford to stock up and having empty shelves. And what that really sparks in me is there's always been a desire to do philanthropy. It's a huge part of my business, but really I'm narrowing down where I want to make an impact and how I want to make an impact. As an example, social hi, whoever's joined, I would love to know who it is. You know, housing for all is a really important theme for me because it just shows when you have a home that you can be safe. And yeah, but just a lot of interesting thoughts about the hows of helping people have really come up. I was in London when the Akai, again, whoever's joining, thank you for watching. I was in London when the economy melted down in 2009, and that was just a crazy period in my life where I was having visa issues and could have almost gotten deported and was trying to find another job, and then I couldn't find a job, and you know, kind of finally it did work itself out. But it sort of felt kind of more every man for themselves, whereas here so far, kind of knock on wood, people are really stepping up to support each other and help each other. And there's been so many, oh, this is cool, right? It's 7 o'clock. I don't know if you can hear this. I'm gonna open a window. Yeah, I don't know if you can see this. People are on their balconies. That is the 7 p.m. cheer for the health workers, which is so awesome, and first responders and people on the front lines in Vancouver, which is so amazing, and it gets louder and louder every day. So it's amazing to be able to be right in the middle of all this. And I also wanted to do this video really about dancing with uncertainty. So like I was saying, there is so much uncertainty here. I'm just gonna sit here and maybe it'll be easier to see me. There is so much uncertainty happening in the world right now. And it's like, well, how do you manage that? And I feel like the answer is really to be dancing with it. Because uncertainty brings with it fluidity, and we're very much in a literally very fluid situation, and that things are changing every day. We're getting new reports of things. Different countries are getting affected. Nobody knows exactly when all of this is going to calm down. So we're really having to take it a day at a time and a step at a time. And none of us can really plan. And so the only thing you can really do is be in the moment and be in this place of faith over fear. And my videos next month are going to be on faith. Faith over fear, and it's how to keep the faith no matter what is happening and how to keep walking in the dark. But with uncertainty, I mean, the challenge is the not knowing, and how do you deal with that? And I feel like being as flexible and responsive in our thinking as possible is what really helps. And what I mean by that is we can be when we're in our fears, we're really focused on the worst that's going to happen. Now, not to downplay what's happening in the world at this point, but we have a choice about how we respond to it, and we have a choice about the perspective that we take on this. And yes, it's a health challenge and it's an economic challenge, and you know, unfortunately, we are losing people. But the thing we can control is how we're looking at it. And if we can choose to be flexible in our thinking, to look at this time where we're in our houses, well, it's so cool. I'm at home at 7 o'clock in the evening where I'm in the middle of this beautiful gratitude. And you know, we're safe inside our homes. You know, we're always remembering that, and we're taking care of those that are most vulnerable by being aware of our own actions, you know, looking for the beauty. There's so much helping happening. It's a hard time, but it's also a very beautiful time. And the thing with uncertainty is it's framing it differently. I work a lot with manifestation, and with that, it's looking at uncertainty like the space of all possibility. So, you know, we have a choice when we're in a challenging situations. rather than thinking that the absolute worst is going to happen, can we think that the absolute best is going to happen? And I'm not saying just in this situation, it's in our whole lives. And essentially our whole lives are uncertain. We don't know what the outcome is on anything. We're just hoping for the best. Now, when we're manifesting something, we're only manifesting things that we want, but we have to realize that we're creatures of humanity. There are going to be challenges, and it's how do we flow through this so we can help ourselves the next time around. Now, because I was in the recession in 2009 in London, I feel like I'm coming in this situation, and I'm like, my gosh, I've been through so much worse. And so it's really given me the ability to flow through this quite well. And I never thought I'd be thankful for that situation. I'd made peace with it. It happened and I got through it, but I never thought I'd be thankful for that. But now I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. That really set me up to manage this situation in a much more confident and peaceful way. So it's really about how we frame it. It's about how we look at it. Are we going to look at it terrified and frozen? Or are we just going to do the best we can to find peace? If we can, maybe definitely our actions will help in the sense of, can we help people? Will that help us to feel better if we put out a helping hand? And I'm seeing all these beautiful posts on these different Facebook groups of offering people meals, and even people offering their air mile or their President's Choice grocery miles to go get people food. It's just wonderful how people are helping in any kind of capacity they can. And it's amazing to see the world coming together, which I think is very much needed. So again, we can our job here is to choose a more productive perspective. And it's really also about choosing the healthiest perspective, because when you're choosing fear, we really get frozen in fear. It's not good for us. What we need to allow is, if we're fearful, then find a way to deal with it. Like maybe scream, go into the forest to scream, have a good cry, get frustrated, stomp your feet. But this is the dance. It's almost like doing a physical action that is going to help you to clear out that energy so you can come back in a place of clarity and then look at this from a more conscious perspective. And again, like taking the time to find peace in yourself. Maybe there's something that you've been meaning to do that you can finally get to, and that's what you do with this space. This time that you have. I understand that people will be challenged economically, but life knows that the rent needs to get paid, and life may push you further than what you thought was capable, but that's showing you how much you're capable of. And it might be an exhausting process, and it's really like taking good care of yourself throughout this whole period. As you're dancing, take good care of your whole self, eat nutritious food, think healthy thoughts. And it's not just about being positive, because I don't believe in that. I think that when we put this, just let's be positive spin, we're not really looking at what's in our hearts. So if we are feeling fearful, it's important to honor that and acknowledge that and allow that emotion to pass through you. And then you dance into just like this really beautiful dance into this space of higher consciousness. We are able to be more objective in the way that you're looking at things. So this is my challenge to you, is how to be in that dance of being okay with uncertainty, because that's the fluid nature of life anyway. Nothing is ever certain. So it's almost like an exercise in mastery over uncertainty. And can we use this in our most productive way? Uncertainty in itself is a space of all possibility. When I'm teaching manifesting, I tell people, figure out what your desires are. What are your values? Take the time to really look at that within yourself. What are your values? Has your life been in alignment? Are you living the life that that makes sense for you, that is aligned with the way you think and feel and act? If not, it's time to do some reevaluating. I think we really do need to be reevaluating how we're interacting with our earth. We can't keep doing this where we're just destroying our earth. And we have to have a different relationship with animals because they need us to take care of them. So in this space, it's then setting an intention on how you want to live and then living like that. So it's coming really back to our hearts, to our own alignment, to be looking at the new life we want to be having and using this very, very fertile time to plant those roots. So I'll be back tomorrow with another video. I hope that helped you. I'm also going to be doing a free movement class via Facebook Live and Instagram on Sundays at 10. Please join me. It's going to be great. And if you have anything else any questions you have or anything else I can speak about, just pop that in the comments below and I will be happy to do so. Thank you.